Starting for Kennedy High School, number 24, Francesca Bautista. Number 20, Rama Altawara. Number 10, Rayanne Williams.
And we are live here from Pacifica High School for this week's Garden Grove Unified School District Athletics Hoops Game of the Week. Today we have the Pacifica Mariner girls basketball team hosting the Kennedy Fighting Irish. And as always, here with me is District Athletic Director Dave Mamelli. Dave, how's it going?
How you doing? Happy to be here, as always.
Happy to be here, and this time at Pacifica with sound.
Yes.
So you don't have to go and be the PA guy. You can join me here tableside, here in our cozy little corner in the very large Pacifica gym.
Yeah, beautiful, huh?
Wonderful. Didn't have a chance to touch on it last time. Everything nice and brand new from the flora, but totally different location than it used to be on campus. A magnificent facility. We've got a video board. The banners look awesome. The bleachers look awesome. And it's just good to be here.
It is, absolutely. A great venue now for our athletics. The sister gym of La Quinta. La Quinta is the exact same way, and we will be at La Quinta next week, so we'll get to be able to compare that.
There we go. Big game coming up next week at La Quinta, of course. We're a few minutes away from game time here at Pacifica High School. Kennedy will be in green and black, looking like the Celtics. Pacifica in blue and white. And who do we have on camera? Actually, let's give our camera girl a shot out here.
Yes, so we have a Pacifica player, Felicity Boehner, who will be running our sideline camera tonight.
Thank you, Felicity. It's not an easy job to run the camera, and we thank you for doing that. So shout out to you.
Yeah, sometimes a thankless job, but we will thank right off the bat.
So here we go, the Mariners starting five. Let's see if I can do this without looking at my paper. We've got Abby Sangren there, number 33. Number 32. Melina Clark, I couldn't get that one. We got Erica Yang, number 30, right?
Yes.
Number 11, Jaden Agatep there.
Correct.
Number 3,
Paulina Espino.
Paulina Espino.
Yeah.
And that's our five. So there we go. Here we go. Agatep controls the ball for the Mariners to start the game off. Passes it over to Yang. Back to Agatep. Over to Espino. To Sangren. Not Sangren, to Clark. Back to Yang. Yang takes the shot and nails it. So a quick 2-point lead here for the Mariners.
Yeah, great opening shot. Nice little floater from Erica Yang. It's like Pacifica's coming out here in a 1-3-1 zone.
Looks like Liz, I can't even read my writing on there.
Rebound off to Clark. Mariners slowly walking the ball up here.
Yang being very patient. Yang over to Espino. Espino over to Agatep. Agatep over to Yang. Yang over to Agatep. Agatep into Sangren. Sangren nails it. Oh, nails it. There we go.
Yeah, we'll see how long Kennedy stays in that. Right now, they're just in a half-court man-to-man. Pacifica definitely has size. They're one of the bigger teams in the league. And so if we just go a half-court man-to-man, Pacifica may try to pound them inside. But great shot there by Abby Sangren.
That shot no good by the Irish. Rebounded there by Espino. Yang again bringing it up for the Mariners. Dumped over to Agatep. Into Clark. Clark to Espino. Espino to Yang. Yang to Clark. Clark with the shot and makes it. So the Mariners perfect here. 3 for 3 on their first 3 shots.
Yeah, and 2 inside looks there. Again, one before from Abby Sangren and that one from Clark. If they can go to that all night, they are going to have an easy time tonight. So we'll see how Kennedy adjusts.
Kennedy with some good ball movement there. That shot up and
A foul here on Jaden Agatep.
Foul Agatep.
Maddie Sue going to the line for the Irish here. And first shot is up. She nails it. So Kennedy gets on the board. knocks both of them down. So the Irish taking advantage of that foul by the Mariners. Agatep now has a free shot at the basket. Decides to dump it off to Espino, and that's going to be turned over, controlled by Maddie Sue. Sue over to number 12. And that shot's in.
Yeah, Liz Trona on that make there. Nice take, and again, Kennedy's now out in a full court press. So off of a made free throw and off of that made basket, Kennedy is pressuring.
Espino with the ball for the Mariners, passes it over to Yang. Yang over to Agatep. Over to Espino, back to Yang. Over to Agatep. Dribbles to the inside, takes a shot, and Clark with the rebound, but couldn't get the putback.
Yeah, great high screen and roll there for the Mariners, but couldn't convert on that. Good defense by Kennedy.
Tyrona for 3. Or was that number 4? That was number 4, actually. Maddie Sue. Mariners getting that rebound.
Yeah, Abby Sangren, good strong rebound, pivoting out of that. Again, looks like Kennedy's going to fall back on any miss, and they're going to press on any make that they have. We'll see if that holds true.
Yang passes it over to Agatep. Got a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Mariners coach, Scott Sangren, who happens to be the father of Abby Sangren. Coming out of the timeout, Mariners inbound from the sideline.
Trying to fix the clock here. So mind me, Dave, I'm gonna let you take over the action.
No problem. Okay, Mariners coming out. Kennedy still in their man-to-man. Got short time on the shot clock here. Erica Yang throws up a desperation shot to beat the shot clock, and Irish are on the move on the rebound. The scramble here. Got a loose ball. Liz Trona up top, resetting for the Irish. Pacifica stays in their 1-3-1 zone. 12 seconds here in the shot clock. And this is gonna be a turnover. Backcourt violation there on Kennedy. Pacifica again will take out here on the sideline.
Sue's pass finding nobody for the Mariners now. In good position here. Yang controlling the inbounds pass from Clark. Clark with a no-look pass that just misses Clark, so Kennedy will be getting that ball back.
Timeout Kennedy here. Yeah, Pacifica that last possession went 50, according to Coach Sangren, which that means that they're going to have all 5 players out on the perimeter on the three-point line. Try to open up, see if they can get a driving kick, and unfortunately led to a turnover.
So Mariners starting out really quick here, but the game seems to have just kind of slowed down for both teams after the Irish were able to get 4 points. Earlier, Dave, you were here covering the Pacifica boys soccer team.
Yeah, the boys soccer team is finding a lot of success this year. Today they beat Crane Lutheran 1-0. They are now 5-1-1 in league. We'll have to see how the Test in Valencia score went. But the Mariners have a chance, depending on the outcome of that game, that they could be in first place in the Empire League. They have not won a league title since 2003. So shout out to the boys soccer team here at Pacifica, having a great year, finding a lot of success.
Tyrona for the Irish shoots a 3 and does not get it to fall. Rebounded by the Irish. Sue over to Altawara. Rebounded there by Sangren.
Yeah, again, so we'll see that theme throughout the night until Kennedy makes some adjustments, but they're definitely falling back on a miss and they're pressing on a make.
Clark for the Mariners does not get that shot to fall, but gets her own rebound, passes it over to Yang. Yang puts up a shot and does not get it to fall.
Great box outs there by Kennedy. Good job by Jaden Agatep to still be active on it, but Kennedy had great box outs there across the board.
Tyrona controls the ball for the Irish, passes it over to Williams. Williams back to Tyrona. Over to Altaora. I'm gonna have to get that name right. Looked like Rand Williams on the shot. No good. And it will be Mariner ball.
Trista Kruger will be checking in for the Mariners. Coming in for Clark.
Mentioned earlier, Dave, Pacifica with a significant size advantage over the Irish.
Yes. Yeah, even Tristan Kruger, who just came in, again with good size, good height. The Mariners definitely have that advantage over the Irish tonight. Traditionally, though, Kennedy has had great guard play. Good fast guards that are good three-point shooters, good free throw shooters.
Sangren narrowly missing that shot. Rebounded by the Irish. Tyrona dribbling it up, passes it over to number 4. Quickly passes it over to, looks like number 12 there. She gets her own rebound off the miss.
Yeah, this zone look from Pacifica so far is working out pretty well.
Maddie Sue for 3, and she nails it.
That's what Kennedy wants to see there, is they want to be able to get some three-pointers off of this. And so far, the Mariners have been forcing them to drive to that mid-range. But right there, again, Maddie Sue able to hit that three-pointer. That's something that Kennedy wants to do, and obviously Pacifica wants to keep them off that three-point line.
Yeah, just like that, the Mariners find themselves down by 1 after taking a quick 6-0 lead to start the game here.
Yeah, I think Pacifica's got to keep going inside, try to pound that ball in. Right now, you know, only 2 fouls called here in the first quarter. I think that's something that Pacifica's got to try to live inside and live at the free throw line.
Here we go now as both teams make their way back to the floor. Mariners will be inbounding the ball. Kruger inbounds to Yang.
Kennedy extending it out a little bit on their defense off of the timeout.
Yang over to Espino. Espino getting double teamed. Good defense by the Irish here. Agatep gets that ball. Oh!
A little late call, but they got it for the kickball. That'll reset the shot clock. Mariners will take out of bounds. I guess they didn't call the kick. So no reset, still the Mariners ball, but no reset on that shot clock.
Yang pass into Sangren, or Sangren back to Yang. Yang takes a shot but does not get it to fall. Rebounded by Tyrona. The Irish three-pointer does not fall in. Rebounded by Sangren. Sangren passes over to Yang, who brings it up the court for the Mariners. Agatep looking for Espino, decides to go the other way, passes it back to Yang. Yang dumps it to the inside to Sangren, who's got a nice shot. Oh, and does not get the bounce, but beautiful rebound by Kruger. Another beautiful rebound by Kruger. Rebound by Sangren. Another rebound by Sangren. That's where the size is really kicking in for the Mariners, Dave.
Yeah.
Another rebound. Oh, she couldn't control it, but nice sequence there. Mariners providing themselves with a bunch of second chance shots, just couldn't get one to fall in.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker for them. Kennedy is happy to get out of that possession with no point score against them.
Irish with that missed shot. Mariners with another rebound. Nice rebound by Espino. Over to Yang, up to Agatep. Agatep now back to Yang. Agatep looking to pass it in. She's got Sangren on the inside there. Sangren puts the shot up and doesn't get it to fall, so the Mariner shots aren't falling here.
No, and Kennedy's doing a great job on Sangren. You know, when she's getting that ball in there, they're forcing misses without fouling. That's something that if the Irish can keep that up, that's going to be very successful for them. Obviously, Mariners have done a great job on the offensive glass and on the defensive glass. Every time Kennedy misses a shot, they're not getting the second chance opportunities, and Pacifica is. So unfortunately, Mariners not able to convert on those right now. Again, they're trailing by 1 point here at the end of the first, but we'll see how this game unfolds.
It's looking like a Mariner-Irish football game here.
Yeah.
The Mariners started out with a 6-0 run, but the Irish answered with a 7-0 run of their own. So let's see how the Mariners respond to start the second quarter here.
Yeah, leading scorer after one is Kennedy's Maddie Sue with 4 points. Mariners, Erica Yang, Melina Clark, and Abby Sankren have all scored a bucket.
The Mariners will be inbounding the ball to start the second quarter. We have Kanaya Bragg now in for the Mariners.
Yeah, Kanaya is a great success story for Pacifica. She's actually a softball player first and has committed to UCLA. Big-time softball program.
Just another one in a long line of amazing softball players here for the Mariners. Good job by the Irish boxing out there.
Yeah, Liz Trona, great job on Kanaya Bragg that we were just talking about. Great box out by her.
Irish coming out fast here to start the second quarter.
Good block there by Clark, getting a piece of that ball.
Maddie Sue could not get that shot to land.
Bragg on the rebound, gets it out to Yang.
Bragg into Clark. Clark with the shot, does not get it to fall, but Yang gets a rebound. Clark with the rebound. Mariners just cannot get these second chance shots to fall, so.
Yeah, they got to slow down a little bit. Kennedy is looking to not foul. So I think the Mariners can take their time a little bit more on these shots, get some of them to drop and go in.
Sangren with a nice rebound there. Yang bringing up the ball for the Mariners. Oh, she loses it, but regains control. Passes it over to Bragg. Bragg into Clark.
Clock again, 3, 2, 1, gotta get it up.
And she got it up, and the Mariners break their dry spell. Take an 8-7 lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, great job there by Clark with a great pass, getting that ball in high to her and passing down low to Singer just to beat the clock. Yeah, Rihanna Stewart on that offensive rebound, giving them another chance, and her on the shot there.
Rebounded by Clark. Good chance for the Mariners to extend their lead here.
Okay, Kennedy is extending out on their defense this possession.
Bragg to Clark again. Clark getting double teamed, dumps it off to Sangren. Sangren with the shot and does not get it to fall, but Bragg with a beautiful rebound. And that's going to be Mariner ball out on the Irish.
Yeah, this has got to be frustrating for Coach Sangren right now, seeing all these shots not falling. Francesca Batista checking in for the Irish.
Replacing Williams. Yang controlling the inbounds for the Mariners. Inbounds it to Sangren. Sangren puts a shot up. The one-handed shot does not fall in, but rebounded by Clark, who gets it to fall. So this is what Coach Sangren definitely wants to see.
Yeah, they have a big advantage on their size, like we talked about, and they need those shots to fall because they're going to be getting a lot of offensive rebounds.
Mariners with another rebound.
Another one and done for Kennedy.
That was Tyrona on the miss. Yang bringing it up for the Mariners. Dumps it into Sangren. Sangren with the shot, does not get it to fall. Almost rebounded by Clark, but beautiful effort there by Tyrona, who takes it away. Trona. My writing is terrible, Dave. Trona. Like the city in the desert.
Yeah.
That's going to help. There we go. That's going to help Sangren with the ball. Passes it to Clark. Clark with the shot and gets it to fall.
Yeah, Yeah, the Mariners are going to be very successful with that high-low. Again, Clark and Sangren just being bigger than anyone else on the court. We'll see how Kennedy adjusts to that. I'm sure they're going to have a different defense here coming up soon.
Irish break that 6-0 Mariner run.
Francesca Battista there on the make.
Checking in and getting things done for the Irish.
What you like to see as a coach, immediate production.
12-9 score here, Irish in the lead. Agatek with the ball for the Mariners. Puts the shot up and does not get it, and rebounded by number 24, Francesca Battista, again making her presence felt here for the Irish.
Yeah, Liz Trona for Kennedy is having a great game offensively and defensively. She's had a couple great box outs there, had great defense on Agatek.
And saved that ball right there.
And that loose ball, yeah. Liz Trona, very impressed with her so far.
We're gonna have a foul on the Mariners.
No shot on that foul. Looks like that was on Bragg. They are gonna get 2 shots for this.
First one does not fall. Espino now checking in for Bragg for the Mariners. The second shot is good.
Bautista converted there again. Kennedy, traditionally always a great free throw shooting team.
Agatek passes it over to Espino, over to Yang, into Clark. Clark dribbles, takes a shot, doesn't get it to fall, gets a rebound, and draws the foul. So Clark will be going to the line for 2. First free throw is good.
That's Clark's 7th point of the game. She's starting to take over a little here.
And there's her 8th. Mariners now lead 14-10 here over the Irish. About 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Pacifica back to a 2-3 zone now.
Nice steal by Yang. Oh, and she loses it off of her foot, so the Irish will be getting that ball back, and a lucky break for them. Maddie Sue will be inbounding for the Irish. A little bit of confusion. The Irish had six players on the court there. Williams with the ball now for the Irish, over to Sue.
Have a travel there. Pivot foot. Let's see if the Mariners can pad their lead a little bit here. Again, Kennedy does pick up with the pressure. Extending their defense out, still in man-to-man.
Yang with the ball for the Mariners, and loses it out of bounds and almost knocks Dave's soda. Dave was so scared his drink was gonna get
I had a soda delivery here a couple minutes ago, and yeah, it almost went out. But yeah, Kennedy picking up with their pressure a little bit with their guards is certainly a way to answer Pacifica's height advantage inside. If they can put pressure on those guards, they won't be able to pass inside. That might be a good tactic here.
It definitely worked on that possession as they created that turnover. Williams with the ball, passes it inside, and that's going to be a travel on Bautista. So Bautista started off strong, but a little bit of the yips in the last few possessions there. Deep pass to Agatek, who's got a nice lane to the basket, puts it up, doesn't get the shot, but she will be heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, great pass there by Erica Yang, getting that ball up ahead to Agatek.
First free throw is up, and it's good. So the Mariners on a 9-3 run here in the second quarter is definitely something that Coach Sangren has to be happy about. The second shot is good as well.
I'm impressed with both these teams and their free throw shooting so far. Sometimes girls basketball can be a little hit or miss, but both of these teams starting off very strong with their free throws.
Oh, yeah. Irish with some quick ball movement, not letting the Mariners get set on defense there. Maddie Sue takes the shot, and it does not fall. Rebounded, by the Irish.
Yeah, Pacifica's doing a great job on defense, though, keeping them off of the three-point line and taking these mid-range shots. And those are low enough percentage that I think the Mariners are going to come out ahead on those.
Oh, Mariners getting a turnover. And that was actually Trona on the shot, so that's my fault.
So jump ball there. It's going to stay with the Irish. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy coach Nori Nishida taking the timeout there. So he wants to discuss over with minute 35 left to go in the half. Looks like at halftime we're going to have a performance here by Pacifica's dance team. And I'm sure the cheer team will perform as well.
Of course, Pacifica's award-winning dance team.
Yeah, both those programs headed up by Bree Velton.
Our coach of character here for Pacifica for 2023.
That's right, we'll be recognizing her on February 7th.
I was actually just out here last week to do that interview, so with Principal Steve Osborne.
Yeah, Bree is a great representation of Pacifica, not only as a coach, but also as a teacher as well. She's the PE department chair, and she does a great job here. I used to work with her, and she's great. Ooh, and one.
Quick shot for the Irish, and like Dave said, and one.
Yeah, Katrina Hodge with the make on that, and she'll see if she can make this into a three-point play.
Does not get it to fall.
It's going to be over the back of Clark. Again, even though the Mariners have had a lot of second chance opportunities, I have been impressed with Kennedy's box outs on defense. It's just a matter of they're just not as tall.
Yeah, their defense has really stepped up here towards the latter minutes of the second quarter. Trona with the ball. Pass it over to Williams. Williams over to Sue. Sue takes the three-point shot and nails it.
Yeah, those are definitely better looks than they've had the last couple possessions. Again, the Mariners really have to try to keep them off those three-point shots.
Mariners holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Sangren laying that one in to keep that lead.
Yeah, great ball movement there, starting with Clark at the top of the key, going down to Erica Yang, who found Sangren for the score.
The shot clock did not reset, it looks like, Dave.
Yeah, we should get this down to maybe 18 or 20 seconds here. 20.
10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock here. Trona with the ball, passes it over to Williams. Williams back to Trona. Williams with the shot, does not get it to fall. Rebounded by Clark. Shot clock is off now. Yang now with the ball for the Mariners. 14 seconds left to go here. Pass it over to Espino. Espino getting tightly guarded here by Williams. Agatep now with the ball, being guarded by Sue.
Great take. Good rip through there by Jaden Agatep, able to get through. Non-shooting foul. We're not in the bonus, so we're going to take the ball out of bounds at the baseline. 5.6 seconds left.
Here we go. Let's see what the Mariners can do here. Passing to Sangren, back to Yang. Yang puts it up and does not get it to fall. Rebounded by the Irish. And they do not get a shot off in time. So here at halftime at Pacifica High School, The Mariners lead the Fighting Irish 18-15 after trailing 7-6 after the first quarter, so they will go into halftime with the lead. Dave, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I think I think Pacifica probably thinks they should be up by a little bit more. They've done a great job. I think their game plan is working. Their height is working. They have missed some easy shots at the basket, and I think other than that, they have to be real happy. I think their defense has played well. Kennedy's been forced to take a lot of tough shots, and we'll see how they come out here. I think Kennedy is probably talking here at halftime that they want to up their pressure a little bit, maybe in the second half, get to Pacifica before they can get it inside.
Now we'll give you some of the action here of the Pacifica dance team performing. We are back here at Pacifica High School. Halftime just about a minute away from ending here. The Mariners holding on to a 3-point lead, 18-15 over the Irish. They had a quick start to the game and then fell behind before controlling the game for most of the second quarter.
Yeah, leading scorers in that first half for Pacifica, Milena Clark with 8 points. And for Kennedy, Maddie Sue also has 8 points as well.
Mariners are warming up, getting ready to start the third quarter here.
Second half about to start. Pacifica 18, Kennedy 15.
And Mariners right before starting the third quarter, practicing their layups. It'll be a big story we'll see here in the second half.
It's a good idea, especially since they are getting a lot of rebounds. Didn't look like that towards the end. You know, Kennedy kind of switched things up on defense, but to start the game, the Mariners were winning that rebounding battle big time. Clark inbounds it to Yang. Mariners now going away from us here. Agatep now passes it into Clark. Clark out to Yang. Yang puts it up and does not get it to fall, but rebounded by Sangren. Rebounded by Clark. Rebounded again by Clark. There we go, as we talked about earlier. That ball rolling out.
Yeah, that ball did everything but go down. Hit every other part of the rim, but yeah, Mariners coming up dry on that run there, but I got to tell that Milena Clark is a great distributor from that high post. Really is able to find some open teammates, and she's done a great job of that tonight and all season as well.
Maddie Sue with the ball over to Trona, back to Sue. Sue with the three-pointer, does not get it to fall. Rebounded by the Irish. Nice rebound by Yang there for the Mariners. Agatep into Clark. Ball knocked out by Stewart. Stewart into Sue. Nice save from going out of bounds. Trona now with the ball, or Sue with the ball. Over to Williams, doesn't get the ball to shot.
Gonna get a foul here on Clark with the body.
As Rama Altawara will be taking 2 shots from the line. Again, both teams doing exceptionally well from the free throw line. Rebounded by Stewart. Over Altawara again, over to Sue. Sue into Stewart. Good job by the Mariners there. Yang over to Espino, Espino to Agatep. Agatep over to Yang. Yang into Sangren. Sangren with the layup.
Yeah, again, good ball movement there by the Mariners. Had 3 passes there in a row without the ball hitting the floor. That's always going to be a recipe for success.
Trona with the ball for the Irish. Pass it over to Altawara. Altawara over to Sue. Sue puts the shot up. Does not get it to fall. Rebounded by Yang for the Mariners. But met immediately by Williams, playing some very tough defense. Espino into Clark. Clark puts the shot up, doesn't get it, but she will be taking a trip to the foul line.
Foul, Altawara. Clark on the line.
First shot does not fall. Clark going 1 for 2 from the line there.
Yeah, Again, not a lot of fouls called in the first half. That definitely favors Kennedy. They only have 7 players here tonight, so 2 on the bench. Obviously, they can't afford to be in any foul trouble, and I think that does help the Mariners, with the Mariners trying to pound the ball inside.
Trona to Stewart. Stewart late puts the ball up, does not get it to fall. Rebounded by Sangren. Mariners just too lengthy for the Irish there. Yang over to Espino. Espino over to Agatep. Agatep to Espino. Espino looking to throw it inside, has Clark.
Yeah,
Clark to
I
Agatep.
love what Clark is doing up top. She's the distributor at that free throw line, and she has great vision and is a great passer from there.
It's going to be Mariner ball out of bounds here, as Williams could not control that.
Again, Kennedy picking up full court here. Again, I think that's what they want to try to get to is, yeah, get that pressure going. They come with the trap there. Again, another great pass. I'm not tracking assists, but to go along with her 8 points, Clark has to have at least 5 assists in her bag tonight.
Trona with the ball for the Irish, passes it over to Sue. Sue into Altawara, over to Trona, back to Sue. Sue with the 3-point shot. Doesn't fall. Sangren with the rebound. Pass it up to Agatep, who's fouled.
Trona on the foul. Mariners with a 7-point lead here with a chance to extend it out. This is a big run for them.
Great way to start the second half here for the Mariners as Yang has the ball, passes it into Sangren, and Sangren extending that 7-point lead.
Again, we have had that happen a lot tonight where there's some combination of Clark to Yang to Sangren. That's been a big factor in their offense.
The Irish looking to stop the bleeding here, and beautiful.
Great tip pass there by Jaden Agatep.
Williams with the ball for the Irish. Irish looking to make something happen here. Sue with the ball now, passes it over to Trona. Trona to Sue. Sue with a nice shot there.
Yeah, again, if Kennedy can get that ball movement and get into catch and shoot, I think that's going to play in their favor. The Mariners have stopped that from happening. They're forcing Kennedy to put the ball on the ground and meet the resistance of Pacifica's height. But if Kennedy can just pass along the perimeter and get those open shots, they are going to hit those.
They also needed to stop Sangren from getting those buckets.
Yeah, great finish there. That was under pressure again from Kennedy. That was a great finish by Sangren.
Williams with the ball for the Irish, pass it over to Trona, over to Sue, into Altawara. Altawara blocked by Sangren.
Yeah, she did a good job of getting around her, but then tried to go with her right hand instead of maybe a left-hand finish there.
Yang over to Espino. Espino over to Agatep. Agatep back to Espino, into Clark. Clark puts it up and nails it.
Yeah, Kennedy needs a timeout.
Mariners extending this lead now, biggest lead of the game for them at 10 points.
Yeah, so what we had talked about in the first half, that Pacifica was really struggling with those easy shots. All of them are falling so far here in the third quarter, and that's the big difference right now in that 10-point lead.
Well, we did see them practicing those layups right before the half started, and you said this will say a lot, and that definitely works. So Mariners in good position here, but of course, in basketball, things can turn in an instant.
It's a game of runs, yeah. We'll see what Kennedy does coming out here off the timeout, see how they adjust their defense. Again, Nori Nishida for Kennedy is a great coach, and I'm sure he'll have an answer to stop this run, see if he can turn the momentum.
Of course, this is the second meeting of the year for these two teams. Kennedy taking the first one.
Yeah, 2-point game, 2-point win for Kennedy.
I'm sure that's weighing a lot on the minds of the Mariners. Probably left a lot on the court that night that they wanted to clean up here tonight. So far, it's working. Williams with the shot for the Irish. Does not get it to fall. Rebounded by Sue. Sue over to Altawara. Altawara to Trona. Trona back to Altawara. Altawara inside to Hodge. Hodge puts a shot up. And it doesn't fall. Rebounded by Sangren.
Yeah, a couple good looks there for Kennedy, but ball wouldn't go in.
Yang methodically bringing the ball up for the Mariners. Passes it over to Agatep. Agatep back to Yang. Nice pass. The shot cannot fall. Rebounded by Hodge. Williams over to Trona. Trona, nice little shot there.
Yeah, great Euro step there for Trona. Able to avoid the defender.
Yang again bringing it up for the Mariners over to Agatep.
Here, Coach Scott Sangren calling for high-low. That's been great.
Sangren nails it. Sangren stacking up the points here in the last few possessions. And hey, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Yeah, that gives Abby Sangren 16 points now, almost half of the Mariner total.
Altuaro with the ball for the Irish, puts the shot up, doesn't get it, but she will be heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, this is what the Mariners don't want. Again, Kennedy's going to be a great free throw shooting team, giving them free points here after they've been struggling on offense. It's not what the Mariners want. Right on cue again, Altuaro makes that first free throw.
And nails the second. Agatep with the ball for the Mariners. Passes it back to Yang. Sangren with the ball now. Does not get it to fall. Nice save by Williams. Over to Trona. Trona now driving Williams. Does not get it, but she will be heading to the line.
As I mentioned in the first half, I really like Liz Trona and her energy that she brings.
There we go.
Brianne Williams on the make. Kanaya Bragg checking in for the Mariners, and Francesca Bautista for the Irish.
And Bautista provided a spark the last time she checked in, and maybe that's what the Irish are hoping for here. Espino gets a rebound on the missed free throw, but is met by some Irish who get the ball back. Trona with the shot, doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Bragg. Bragg up to Espino. Espino takes the shot and nails it for the Mariners.
Tough angle on that bank shot. Able to get it to drop.
Williams here for the Irish, puts it up. Doesn't get it to fall, but rebounded by Sue. Sue over to Trona. Sue over to Williams. Williams takes the shot and doesn't fall. Rebounded by Sangren. No shot clock. 16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Mariners clinging to a 9-point lead. Yang to Espino. Espino over to Sangren. Sangren to Agatep. Agatep throws the shot up, and it bounces off the rim and over the backboard. The Irish ball with 4 seconds left to go here. Irish get the ball up in a hurry. Williams with the shot and doesn't get it to fall, but rebounded. Ooh! Bautista with the rebound, but could not get it to fall in. The Irish rushed that shot a little bit. They had a few more seconds to try and find a better look, but the Mariners will take it, and it's the fourth quarter with the Mariners leading 33-24, looking to avenge their first loss to the Irish, which came just a few weeks ago at Kennedy. So at this point, Dave, you've been in this position before. What is Coach Sangren talking to these girls about right now?
Yeah, I just think staying calm here and just trying to finish out. You know, I don't think they want to be sped up by Kennedy. I think that's what Kennedy's going to try to do here in this fourth quarter, is speed up the Mariners, see if they can get some turnovers. And Pacifica's just got to stay calm and keep going with their recipe that's been successful, which is get that ball inside. Again, what I've mentioned a couple times here is get that ball in high to the high post to Clark and let her distribute. And, you know, the Twin Towers, so to speak, have been very successful for the Mariners. It's hard to say we want to do anything else than going back inside there. But again, we'll see. I'm sure Kennedy has an answer to try to speed up the Mariners.
So here we go. We have 8 minutes left to go here in this ball game. The Mariners up by 9. If they continue to play the way they did in that third quarter, this will be a great night for them. Trona with the ball for the Irish, passes it over to Sue. Sue on Bragg. Bragg with the steal. Agatip comes up with the, and right back at it. Trona with the steal of her own. Again, you mentioned her energy, Dave, and it's really showing here in the fourth quarter. Stewart with that shot, but doesn't fall. Rebounded by, nope, out on Altawara, so it's going to be Mariner ball. The UCLA-bound Bragg to inbound the ball for the Mariners.
Yeah, being a member of the Pacifica softball team, Bragg is certainly used to being on the winning side of games. Pacifica softball is a nationally recognized and ranked team and has been for decades now at this point. And again, Bragg continuing on in that tradition of excellence.
And of course, Coach Arduino taking over for the late, great Mark Campbell and doing a very good job of succeeding.
Yeah, Tony Arduino has been a great gift for the Mariners, taking over, as you said, for Mark Campbell after his tragic passing.
Both teams struggling to start here in the fourth quarter. No points scored yet, as Williams has the ball for the Irish, passes it to Trona. Trona over to Sue. Sue into Altawara, back to Trona. Trona puts it up and nails it, so she breaks the scoring drought here in the third quarter with a nice three-point shot. Bragg over to Sangren. Mariners were up by 10, but they've seen that slip down. It's only 6 now, Dave. Plenty of ball left to be played here as Agatep passes it over to Yang. Yang into Sangren. Sangren puts it up, and it's off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Stewart for the Irish. Trona over to Williams. Williams looking to make something happen. Altawara gets that rebound for the Irish. Good defense by Agatep. Mariners, Irish with the quick ball movement here. Stewart has the ball over to Trona. Trona for 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Yeah, Sangren.
Pacifica can't have that. They don't want to have those inside-out, wide-open threes. Kennedy's certainly out so far with more motivation here in the fourth quarter. And I think at least in the first couple of minutes, it outworked the Mariners and showing on the scoreboard.
And you can definitely tell the energy level has picked up for the Irish. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Sangren takes the shot, doesn't get it, rebounded by Agatep, and Agatep draws a foul, and she will be heading to the line for 2.
Yeah, great job there by Agatep. That ball was going right to Bragg, but Trona with another great box out, able to neutralize Bragg, and Agatep was able to slip in there. Again, we talked about that aggression was in Kennedy's favor, but Agatep on that possession said, no way, not without my say.
Now she has a chance to extend this Mariner lead, and the first one falls.
See if Kennedy's trying to ice Agatep on that free throw there.
Very good call.
Talking about some of the other Mariner programs here and the successful ones, we'll mention girls soccer team here, again, along with softball, one of the top programs, not only here at Pacifica, but in the local area. Coach Sutton.
Shout out to Coach Mike Sutton.
He has his group right now 6-0 in the Empire League, and tonight, or today, played Crane Lutheran. We don't have a score for that. But the Mariners are in first place in the Empire League, looking for another league championship.
You know, Coach Sutton leading those girls to, you know, some CIF finals appearances, some state playoff appearances. So, you know, when you play at the top division, the titles are very hard to come by. So you can't always go by how many rings a coach has. You have to look at the competition that they're facing and take that into consideration. They're at the, you know, just like softball, they're at that highest level of competition in the CIF.
Yeah, the Southern California, doesn't matter what the sport is. When you get to Division I in Southern California, you are talking about the best in the country. And that is where Pacifica soccer team is Division I in CIF. Agatep unable to hit that second free throw.
Trona over to Williams.
Lead stands at 7 here for the Mariners.
Sue looking to make something happen. Pass it over to Trona, back to Sue. Sue with the three-point shot. Doesn't fall, but nice rebound by Bragg. I didn't think the Mariners were going to come up with that ball. Tough defense by Williams on Espino. And paying off as Williams gets that steal, drives it in, and loses the ball. It's going to be Kennedy basketball. It did look like that was off the foot of Agatep.
Yeah, that was Rian Stewart for Kennedy, able to tip that ball out and lead to a fast break for that last possession. And here she is, Stewart going up.
Drawing a foul.
Good seal off on that inbound play. She was able to seal off her defender and be open, and she's going to be rewarded with 2 free throws. This looks like this has a making to tighten up here and be a close game again.
First free throw not falling for Stewart.
Again, first meeting between these two teams was a 2-point Kennedy win, and we may be coming to the point where we're down to the wire again.
I'm sure the Mariners do not want to taste that sting of defeat one more time, especially here on their home floor, as that second free throw ends up falling there for Stewart. Irish playing some very tough defense here. Yang takes it up for the Mariners. Double teamed here. Passes it into Clark. Clark with the layup, doesn't get it. Oh, and the Irish are going to come up with that rebound. Trona bringing it up for the Irish. Passes it over to Sue. Sue driving it in, puts the shot up, and does not fall. Rebounded there by Espino.
Yeah, Kennedy is much more active now
as they get that turnover
with their hands, yes.
Trona with the ball for the Irish. Trona again with the ball over to Altawara. 12 seconds on the shot clock here for the Irish, who are trying to find that perfect shot. Batista over to Trona. Trona puts it up. Doesn't get it. Yang with the rebound here for the Mariners. 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Mariners 34, Irish 28. Clark loses that ball, and it will be the Irish ball here. Trona bringing it up for the Irish, passes it over to Williams. Williams to Altawara. Altawara over to Sue. Sue to Williams. No, that was Sue. Williams now with the shot. Clark with the rebound for the Mariners. Look at Altawara getting in there.
As I said, very active with those hands. Every rebound that's going to the Mariners, Kennedy is trying to get their hands on that ball.
A very different look here for the Irish, fighting for those rebounds. Coach Sangren wanting that possession to go his way. Trona puts the shot up. Rebounded by the Mariners, Clark. Irish still playing some tough defense here as Yang passes it over to Agatep, and Agatep not able to control that pass. Irish ball one more time. Seems like that ball is living on this half of the court here, Dave.
Yeah, certainly not what the Mariners want.
Sue inbounds to Trona. Trona again with the ball over to Williams. Williams to Sue. Agatep playing some great defense, always having a hand out there. This time able to tip that pass, looked like to Clark or Yang.
Right into the hands of Clark, yeah.
Agatep with the ball now into Sangren. Sangren lays it up, and it doesn't bounce in for her. She gets her own rebound. Oh. Nice little over her head shot there.
A great reverse layup for Sangren off of the follow-up.
Beautiful as Williams has the ball for the Irish. Sue now over to Trona. Trona into Altawara. Altawara to Williams. Williams for three. Doesn't fall. Rebounded by Altawara. Stolen by Espino. So good little sequence there for the Mariners as they look to get this lead back to 10 or more. Yang over to Espino. Espino into Clark. Oh, no, it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Mariner ball.
Timeout by Pacifica. we're going to believe the scoreboard here. I think that is their next to last one, so each team would have one timeout left. That I'm sure will play a factor here in the last 2 minutes.
Here we go, Mariners will be inbounding the ball. Yang into Clark. Clark passes it to Sangren, who's under the basket, who puts it up, does not get it to fall, rebounded by Yang, and Yang gets the second chance points there. Mariners take a 10-point lead. Less than 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Williams over to Trona, Trona over to Sue, Sue into Batista. Batista heavily guarded and draws the foul.
Foul on Sangren.
Yang.
Batista going to the line.
Batista not able to connect on that first foul shot.
Yeah, time is going to be a factor now. Under 2 minutes with a double-digit lead. Coming up empty on that free throw trip. Definitely a time crunch now for Kennedy.
Here we go, Agata now with the ball for the Mariners. Ooh, not what the Mariners wanted there.
Yeah, Pacifica wants in these last couple possessions, use as much clock as they can, take care of the ball, no turnovers.
Look for the Irish to up the intensity here as they have a 10-point deficit. They're gonna have to try to climb out of the next 1 minute and 30 seconds here.
They gotta take their first open shot, just take it.
Mariners not giving them that open shot. Williams with the ball for the Irish, makes a move, puts it up, and it doesn't fall. And controlling the ball for the Mariners, passes up to Espino, and Espino loses the ball, so it's gonna be Irish again. Getting the ball off of Mariner, turnover here.
Kennedy with it right away. Mariners weren't ready for that.
Trona over to Sue, Sue over to Williams.
Yeah, Kennedy's got to press the issue here. They can't keep just passing the ball around. They got to look to score.
And there we go. Now the Mariners will love them to keep passing it. They're going to let them do that all night long here. Now we're going to.
Yeah, that's only
foul game.
That's only their 14th foul. So they have to have 3 more fouls before they can get Pacifica to the free throw line. Oh, great job.
Mariners keeping it. And oh, misses on that layup. 42 seconds left to go here. Trona over to Sue. Sue over to Trona. Trona in the corner takes the shot, and it doesn't fall.
So that'll be Kennedy's 5th team foul. They're looking for the bonus at 17 fouls. Obviously, Kennedy wants a steal before the Mariners get it.
Mariners doing a good job not letting Kennedy foul. Quick movement. Agatep wide open now. Oh. Mariners catching a break there. 17 seconds left to go here. Turnover on the Irish, 38-30. Oh, Clark over to Yang, off Yang's foot, almost loses it, but keeps control of it. Back to Clark. It looks like the Mariners will be heading to a victory here, unless we see some craziness happen here towards the end of the game as we have 9 seconds left.
Yeah, this is a big win for Pacifica. Again, something we haven't mentioned is in their division, which I believe is 5A for CIF playoffs, they are ranked in the top 10. So if they can get to playoffs, they're going to be able to do some damage there as one of the higher ranked teams. This win will make them 13-11.
And a 2-4 in Empire League play.
2-4 in Empire League play, so they have an opportunity to go into playoffs as an automatic bid as the 3rd place team from the Empire League still. as well as an at-large. All they need is a 500 record. Again, being 13-11 overall certainly helps them, gives them some breathing room going into the last 4 games of the season. But look for this Mariner team, if they can get into the playoffs, to do some damage in that CIF Division 5A.
Both free throws fall here for, I believe it was Yang. And that's 6 seconds left to go here. Irish, really nothing they can do here to win this game, as that shot does not fall, and we have reached the end of the line here. The Mariners are going to take this one 40-30, as the Mariners avenge their loss to the Irish earlier in the season. So beautiful win here. Fantastic game by Clark and Sangren. Irish could just not take control here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, great game for that. I'm going to go off real quick and get a team photo. Look for that on our social media.
There we go. Make sure to follow us on social media. You see it there at the bottom right of the screen. That's GGUSD Athletics. Our next broadcast, I believe, will be La Quinta and Bolsa Grande, which is a big rivalry game. That'll be next Tuesday. You can catch it right here on GGUSD Athletics YouTube. Again, thank you to Dave Mameli, as always, providing the X's and O's and all of the real deep basketball knowledge and helping me out here and propping me up. Until next time, we thank you for tuning in. I am David Mora. I'll see you later.